Hello and welcome to the second lesson for the Drive Print technical training for the TOSHIBA edition. We're going to go over some of the basics for the setup for Drive Print, and also I'll run through the modules. So Drive Print is first and foremost available as a whole solution. You can buy different packs. For instance, the first pack is just the mobility manager and pull printing. But also you can buy pack 2, which is all of the modules, and single sign-on, which is included with Drive Image. So one product, Drive Single Sign-On, includes both Drive Image and all the Drive Print modules. But also you can buy them individually if, for instance, you have a large account that only needs certain functions. You could buy just the mobility manager, which allows for mobile printing from email, apps, and AirPrint printers. You could also buy just the pull printing module, which is the secure release app that runs on the TOSHIBA device as an EWB app. You could buy individually the authentication module, which allows for card authentication, username and password authentication, and PIN authentication. So we'll go through that a little bit more, but pretty much it's setting up Drive Print as the LDAP server that you point the TOSHIBA device to. Also, there's an accounting and reporting module, so you can set costs for certain jobs and run reports and cost reports for different users and different devices and different projects and clients. There's also a connector license which works for a variety of different third-party systems. So if you wanted to use the mobile print functions of Drive Print, you could just buy a connector to Equitrack or Papercut, for instance, and we'll take care of all the processing of the mobile jobs, and we'll send them over to that system as that user. But this training is going to cover Drive Print as though you were installing all the modules as a full solution, and then we'll point out how you could set the things up individually also. So back on the server, I'm here at the login page for Drive Print. Should remember this from before. The admin credentials are just admin, and the password is admin by default, but you could change that afterwards if you want. So once you're brought in, you'll see that it looks pretty similar to Drive DM in terms of the layout. I'll walk you through some of the sections here quickly. We have the setup, which is where we can find devices in the network and set them up for Drive Print. We have Manage Server, which is where you'll see all of the services and subservices. I can start them individually by clicking these little buttons over here, and then also if I want to start and stop the main Drive Print Windows service, I can do it with this big green button here. I also have the logs. I can get a live view of the different logs here. I can change how I'm looking at it and what the view options are. But also these are all inside of the Drive folder. So if you go into the Drive Print application folder, there's a logs folder, and you could view them like there. You could view them like that also. They'll just be updating live if you do it in the browser. I also have an upload page which is available to the end users. I can view all my reports here. We'll go through that in a little bit. I can see, if I go to the About section, all my licenses that are available, and also my email address and the customer number that was assigned to me. Here I also have pending jobs, completed jobs, and held jobs. It's pretty self-explanatory. There's nothing in there now. Further down I have all the users. I can view the users, the groups, the roles, LDAP integration. I can bring in LDAP users. I can see the printers that have been set up and the hold queues. I could also see mailboxes if I wanted to set those up. And then down here below I have the settings. So if I wanted to turn on single sign-on, I could do it there. Talk about that in a bit. And also I have the live events, so I can see everything that comes from the device, a login event or anything like that, and all the prints and the copies too.